2018, I made a promise to myself to find more balance between my family, my work, and my health. So the first thing we're going to do today is hit the gym. Then we'll continue on with some business meetings. I have conference calls and the typical stuff that revolves around being an entrepreneur. We'll accomplish all this in my Lamborghini Huracan. You'll see just exactly how daily driven this thing is. So my gym goals for 2018 are, I want to lose 30 pounds, get back into really good shape. It's my birthday in less than a week and I'm turning 39. So for me, I think a big part of this is not just a normal health goal, but I want to get back into really good shape to kind of prove to myself that just because you get a bit older doesn't mean you can't still accomplish certain physical goals. I feel like I've accomplished a lot in the last year and a bit with my businesses. So it's time to flip that around and put a little more effort and focus on my health. Also on my family life. All too easy to get caught up in building something such as a business or something else and to lose focus on the things that really matter the most in life, which is honestly the relationships you have with the people that love you and you love in this world. So this year is also going to be a lot more family stuff. Hopefully I can incorporate some of that into the vlogs. I'm sure I will. My wife loves riding in the car. So do my kids. My daughter was in here yesterday. She specifically requested to have a father-daughter day and to come for a ride in the Lamborghini. That's why the car seat's still in here. All right, so let's hit the gym and get this focus back onto the fitness for the next hour and a half. What's up, you guys? So we're done the gym. I quickly showered and changed into some new clothes. I got the Scud. You guys don't get to see the Scud all that often, so we're gonna wash it up. It's a beautiful day out now. It was pouring this morning. And we're gonna take the Scud. I'm gonna drive the Scud actually probably over the next couple of days for two reasons. One, I'm gonna be out of town for some work over the weekend, and I'm not gonna get to drive it then. And in that time frame, it's gonna run out of insurance. Here's the problem with our insurance. The insurance this year doubled. It was already at an insane rate for supercars as of last year. We were paying like $4,500 a year, basically with the deepest discount you can get with the insurance corporation, and they've doubled it. So our insurance is like $8,000 a car. I'm debating on even just whether or not I'm gonna reinsure the Scud. The main focus is on the Huracan, and that's the reason for that is also because that's got most of my sponsor commitments is with that car. It just comes with building a business, to be honest. We're gonna give the Scud a quick bath because I'm trying to get to some stores before they close. Okay, all done with the car, gotta jump in it. Kind of a fun fact, because you guys see me drive the Huracan all the time. This is an 08 FERRARI Scuderia, so it's actually got a key still. Unlike a lot of the modern supercars, it's just a fob. So this is like a two-step process. You gotta insert the key, turn on the ignition, and then push the start button to start the car. Step one, in, turn on the ignition. You get all these annoying beeps, but it's all good. And we're fired up. Another unique old school thing is this handbrake right here, which you manually have to put down instead of just pushing an electronic handbrake, again in modern supercar. Another neat kind of feature of the older supercar is turn signals are just the dial on the left, whereas at my Huracan, they're up on the steering wheel. All of this car's modes are controlled right here on what's called the Manatino button. So on the wheel you have wet, sport, race, and each one of these progressively makes the car more aggressive to drive. The throttle response more responsive. You can go where you're limiting some of the traction control, or you can go full off with CST. I think I've shown you guys that before when I've done donuts. We'll be entering the on-ramp to the freeway here in a minute. We'll be able to open it up and let you hear that V8. Ferrari's got arguably one of the best sounding exhaust notes out of any supercar. And we'll have to prove that to you. I gotta be careful because that'll also be the first thing to get the attention of the local authorities. Now, if you're just cruising along in a higher gear and lower RPM, this car is actually quite tame. It's easy to drive, not hard on the ear, doesn't have too much of a drowning out sound or humming sound from the exhaust that's gonna really wear down your nerves. It's a really easy car to drive. You have to really wind it out before you really hear any of that excitement. Like right now I'm at 4,000 RPM and you still can't really hear the car. 5,000, a little bit, but above 5,000, that's where she starts to sing. Here we are, camera shop I come to and buy a lot of my gear from. Let's see if they've got this mic I want. The Rode Mic Pro Plus. Tight spot. Canon is right on that edge of commission.
I was like, oh my god, that guy's gonna walk into this place, he's gonna shoot somebody with money, and then he's gonna get kicked out.
You watched my paying the was it a speeding ticket? What was it? It was a ticket.
It was a speeding ticket.
It was a ticket of some kind, anyhow. I paid it with my money gun with small bills. All right, this is it. Rode Mic Pro Plus. Sure, with you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
I get you every time I come here. You're my go-to guy. I don't want to deal with anybody else.
Perfect.
Have a good day, guys.
Have a great day.
Ciao. Yeah. Oh, we've actually never met, so don't take it personally. Oh yes, I'm so pumped, you guys. This is gonna be like game changer. I'm trying to raise the bar, you know, in the video quality. So audio is a big one. We got some really big epic shoots coming up this weekend. So we'll throw it on in a bit. I think it's got it has a battery I need to charge first. All right, next stop, DD merch. So we are at Mayfair Mall, one of the main malls here in Victoria. They have a hat company called Lids, and Lids has worked with me for probably the better part of since I started my company 5 years, producing different one-offs just so I can quickly get a hat made and show the audience and see what people like. That's number one. And number two is when I'm in need of some merch and I can't find a reliable supplier, they've given me a break and I buy in bulk. And it's a win-win, so that's where I'm heading right now. Oh, by the way, that is not the main entrance to the mall. I always park underground in the parkade because it's empty and the car is always super secure there. It's not the most public place, so people tend to leave it alone. All right, guys. I've heard all the people saying get some dad hats. We're making some dad hats. So these are gonna be one-offs. We got a few different colors. I've got a tan dad hat, it'll have black embroidering. Then we've got a white dad hat that's gonna be done in the traditional tricolor. We'll see what you guys think. All right, guys, here we go. Dad hat sample. Number one, I chose a white. They didn't have much in store to choose from with a tricolor. What do you think? Vote in the comments. I'm thinking I'm gonna get some black ones made with the tricolor. I keep getting requested for them, so we'll see how they turn out. And as far as my other purchases go, the Foot Locker, I bought some shoes. Whoa, man, the surface in here is so slippery. It's tempting to just, you know, rip it. Okay guys, home after a bit of shopping, which was fun. Got some work stuff, got some personal stuff. As you know, I bought the new Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. So they made a Video Mic Pro and it basically also used a battery. The problem with that one, and I bought it and I stopped using it, it had better audio. But the problem is I'm like super forgetful. I do what's called a run and gun style of filming where I'm always, you know, I'm one person doing everything. I'm the person talking, commentating. I'm switching between different settings like slow-mo, time lapse and all that sort of stuff. And so when I'm doing all that, the old Video Mic Pro, you had to turn it on and off. And if you forgot to turn it off, it would kill the battery. And if you forgot to turn it on, you'd have no audio. And I did both all the time and it was very frustrating. So I went back to the little Rode Video Mic Pro. It's worked very well. It just runs off of the battery of the camera. However, they fixed that in this one. So this still runs off a battery, but it can sense when the camera is on or off and it turns the mic on and off with the camera now. So when I turn my camera on, it's good to go. When I turn the camera off, it's saving battery. That's a huge feature. And it's really capable of doing a few things. One, you're probably gonna notice this mic is picking up a bit of an echo in this room, and it's gonna pick up essentially all the noise around it. Where this is more of a directional mic, so when I'm speaking to the microphone, it's gonna pick up my voice opposed to everything around it, and it should, in theory, get rid of a little bit of the echo. So it's really gonna clean up the audio, and I think that's an important part of obviously keeping my vlogs and everything at the highest possible quality. Now, in the meantime, while we're waiting for the battery to charge, because I've already unboxed it where my daughter ripped it apart as soon as I got through the door, why don't we look at some of the shoes I got? I don't know if anybody's into basically shoes, but I've been wanting a pair of, you know, some, you know, new Adidas, kind of like a street style comfy shoe. Adidas. Now, I'm not a sneaker nut. I know there's a lot of people who know everything about these runners. I don't know much. All I know is they look cool. They're comfy on my feet. So I got these because I wanted some black ones. And I also got these bad boys because I wanted something that just went really well with like a lighter jean or denim that I'm wearing right now. So I got those and those. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. All I know is these are like beyond comfortable. And I actually already had a pair in my little sneaker collection in the closet. I had a pair of camel ones, hang on. Now I've had these for a while, so we just washed them to try to get a little bit of the staining that ends up in here out. But I love these. These are probably one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever owned and never even thought to really, I guess, figure out what brand or what exactly made them so comfortable. But what it is it's this Adidas specific foam that they have. Amazing. It's like a massage while you're walking on your feet. Shout out to the outro squad. We got a few options now while you're here. Definitely smash the subscribe button over to your left and turn on the notification bell so you know when we drop our latest upload. Check out our merchandise on our store at dailydrivenexotics.com. Go and browse the other videos in the archived playlist or just click on the next suggested video right here and you guys keep watching my pretty face.